If you want to master your testimonial and customer review game and basically improve your credibility across all of your marketing channels, not just your website or landing page, a great way to do that is instead of benchmarking and analyzing other players in your industry or your competition, analyze and benchmark testimonial tools. There are a lot of SaaS tools and companies out there that are offering testimonial technology, tools that allow you to collect customer reviews and testimonials from your own clients and users. And you can check out what they are doing, not only in their own testimonial game, but also how they are basically approaching all of the features within the tools. You will get a lot of inspiration in there on how to showcase the comments and the reviews from your own customers, as I mentioned, on both in your landing page or website, and across all of your marketing channels. For instance, you have tools out there like Senja.io, you have testimonial.to, which is a pretty similar tool, and you also have tools like Testimonial Hero, which is a more video-driven B2B testimonial company. For instance, let's take a look at Senja, which has a pretty nice conversion rate optimization, optimized landing page that works pretty well. And we can get inspired by some of their own testimonial tools. So for instance, as soon as you walk into the page, you will notice in the hero section, this 5-star loved by 15,000 plus customers. Personally, I would love if this was clickable, if I could click here and something would happen. It's not really the case, but never mind. It works pretty well. And this photos, you will see this avatars repeated across the entire landing page. Then something that's pretty interesting is this little snack bar here that is basically switching testimonials every few seconds. You can close it. It's basically a closable snack bar. But what's interesting is that it not only basically stays with you all the time as you scroll, but if you click on it, it has this little magic basically effect that not only showcases the testimonial full screen for you to take a look at it, but also obviously has a sign up for free button, which is essentially what we want from the visitors. This is a pretty nice twist from basically something like Basecamp.com, which we've already analyzed in previous posts, where you have that little try it for free now button that's floating with you all the time here in the right side, in the right corner. This is similar, but adding that testimonial game, which basically, adds more credibility. And as I mentioned, this little box here, it's inviting you to click on it, basically, with that little hover effect that, makes it bigger. You click on it and, you get the full review. You can dive deeper into that credibility. And then obviously you have the call to action, which is essentially what this business wants, which is for me to start trying it for free. If you keep scrolling, you'll see, a typical 3 review section. Again, you'll start seeing the pattern of seeing repeated faces, same faces we saw here. At least this first gentleman here is already repeated here. His name is Jay, which is interesting. It adds more credibility and consistency. It starts telling me that, hey, maybe these testimonials are actually real. They're not fake, which is something that happens a lot. And then if you keep scrolling, you will get basically to the real wall of love, as they call it in the testimonial game, which is pretty cool because it has, a real name, 12,000, interesting, and then filters, which is something that, it's not so common to see in a wall of love, real filters from different categories of users that actually left a review. So that's quite interesting to see. So this is basically what a tool like Senja or testimonial.to will give you, which is a wall of love from your customers. And then finally, this is a really cool one that I love. And you don't need a testimonial tool to do this. You can just do it yourself. You have all these avatars here that have this nice hover effect that invite you to click on them. And if you click on them, you will get this nice pop hover with a real testimonial from, in this case, Jay Klaus, which is the person we've already seen at first when we entered the website. And then this also switches around the different types of testimonials. So for instance, most of them are text, but ideally you will see that maybe one of them is a video, like this one from Saxwire, So it's interesting to, maybe add this little snippet or this little tool across your site, maybe even here, so you can start reading testimonials as soon as you walk into a website. So this is also pretty cool to include. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of tools out there that you can research. This is just an example from only one testimonial tool. There are many. Testimonial.to also has a bunch of different elements that you can steal on your own marketing channels. But essentially what I'm proposing here is that start paying attention to what's going on in the testimonial world so you can get inspired and you can start mastering your own testimonial game. And essentially, as I mentioned, improve your credibility, which is one of the most important elements in any business.